Recording in progress.
Ready?
Yep.
The special meeting of the Board of School Directors will please come to order. Will the secretary please call the roll?
Director Ferguson,
Present.
Director Fons, Director Fons,
Present.
Director Herndon,
Present.
Director Jackson,
Present.
Director O'Halloran, I can see
Present.
Director Reza,
Present.
Director Seamson,
Present.
Director Vanoy,
Present.
and President Zomber.
Present.
That's 9 present. We have a quorum.
Thank you. If there are no objections, we will dispense with our preliminary remarks. This meeting is being held virtually only with no in-person access. The meeting may be accessed on the MPS YouTube stream, the link to which may be found on the broadcast page of the MPS website. Madam Secretary, what is the purpose of this meeting?
The purpose of this meeting is to consider and possibly take action on a proposed contract with City Year. The recommendation is that the board determine how it wishes to proceed. Does the administration have any comments?
Madam President, Brenda Caselli, Superintendent of Schools. I would like to present the City Year contract to the full board for reconsideration. We discussed it in closed session yesterday. We have resolved the matters that the board has brought forward to me, and I am bringing it forward for reconsideration for their approval this afternoon.
Do board members have any questions or comments, or would anyone like to offer a motion at this time?
I would like to ask a question.
Point of information, would you like to ask that we move to retire to closed session, or is this something that you feel we can discuss in open session?
Mm.
We have options.
Okay. So I want to ask a question regarding the status of the 398,000. So should that be is that appropriate to ask in open session, or should that be something we go to closed session for?
Madam President. President Zambor.
Oh, can you hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
President Zambor, Brenda Caselli, Superintendent. I would just confirm that we have resolved all matters of the board and they're at their direction yesterday in closed session.
Awesome. Okay. If none of the other board members have questions, I would motion to. Okay, go ahead.
In regards to the 1.4 million that we're establishing for the city year as it is, the payment is the payment going to be forward all at once, or will it be established in quarter periods as it is?
Director Reza, President Zambor, Director Reza, I believe that's paid on a quarterly basis.
From my understanding, it was done all at once. It was paid, and then all of a sudden, we're now putting in, that there was not usage of all that 1.4 million.
Can I think because Director Reza wasn't at last night's meeting, it may be beneficial to have a conversation. I don't know if the conversation is appropriate in open session.
Okay.
So I guess I would entertain a motion to retire to closed session.
Members, I have to interject.
Yes.
The statute is pretty clear. You can go into closed session to discuss your negotiation strategy.
Okay.
If there's no question on how you're going to negotiate the contract, you cannot go into closed session.
Thank you.
Thank you.
President Zambor?
Yes.
I just have this one question. Is is it going to be just quarterly or is it all at once?
Let's let
Based on-
Janine answer.
Mhm.
President Zambor,
Yes.
could I have
Administration.
Janine, could I have Janina Jomchek, just tell us what's in the contract?
Mhm.
President Zambor, members of the board, Janina Domchik, Director of Procurement and Risk Management. Per the contract, it is not paid all at once. We are invoiced by the vendor. Typically, it can be either monthly or quarterly, but it is not done until after services are paid.
We'll be establishing the data of how many are contracted in the city year, of how many are employed, if we're paying for this amount.
President Zambor, members of the board, Director Reza, Janina Domchik, Director of Procurement and Risk Management. Yes, the contract reads that we will be provided with the names of all staff people working, when they work, where they work, the number of hours, etc.
Director Reza,
Just
any
one more
follow-up?
question. I just have one more question. Will this be done either by monthly or is it by quarterly? For that
Procurement?
information.
President Zambor, Director Reza, members of the board, Janina Domchik, Director of Procurement and Risk Management. This will be done monthly.
Okay, thank you.
Any other
That's all I
follow-up?
have.
I'm sorry, I think I misunderstood your question.
President Zambor,
Yes.
just for the benefit of the public and the board, there's no attachment to tonight's agenda, so can we confirm that the city year attachment on the agenda from the August 28th, 2025 meeting has not changed?
Administration?
President Zambor, members of the board, that is correct. I'm sorry, Janina Domchik, Director of Procurement and Risk Management. The same attachment that was provided in yesterday's board meeting is the same contract that we are discussing tonight.
Thank you for that.
Thank you. Do other board members have questions or comments?
Looks like
Um,
Director Fons has a question.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't see a hand. Director Fons? Director Fons?
Unmute. Director,
Yep, I just unmuted. Given that nothing has changed, I'm not sure why we are voting again. I don't understand it all then. Why are we revisiting this? We've already had a vote on this. If everything's the same, then I'm not sure why we would have a different vote. I could go on about why I'm voting no, but my vote's the same as last night, so I'm not sure if if there's nothing different than last night, then the vote for me would be the same.
President Zambor, Director Fons, we have resolved the matters of the board in discussion from yesterday and have received full payment from the city year.
Thank you.
Well, I don't know what that means. So again, I haven't seen anything in writing, or this is the first I've heard of it. So I don't know. Again, I could talk about my issues with what we talked about in closed session, and I could talk about my views on city year, but it doesn't seem like anything has changed except for a vague idea about payment of something.
Director O'Halloran?
Yes, I would ask that Director Fons see his email from 4:59 p.m.
Okay, thank you. Do other board members have questions or comments? You could raise your hand. Director Fons?
Just like, we are being presented contracts that are due in, an hour or at midnight. Now we're getting one minute before the meeting. The idea of transparency here seems laughable, that I'm supposed to understand the changes in the contract 1 minute before the meeting starts, and then we should have a different understanding of the vote.
President
This seems
Zambor,
comical to me.
President
Administration.
Zambor, Director Fonz, there is no change in the contract. The contract is the same that it had always been. The discussion was about the amount of payment. And so the full payment has been paid. And that had the email that you got was actually the banking transmission that showed that the full payment has actually been made and transferred to our accounts. To be clear, everybody is trying to be transparent, but not sharing any other information from a closed session.
So it sounds like there were, I think what I would say is there were differences in the past contract that have been resolved.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Do other board
that's not
members-
impacting the current contract, right? It's a past contract that is being resolved, and it's resolved in full.
Thank you. Okay, do other board members have comments or questions? Okay, what is the pleasure of the board with respect to this item? Director O'Halloran. You're on mute.
Sorry. Yes, I will unmute. My apologies. Before I will make a motion to approve the city year contract as attached to the August 28th meetings. I was just also wondering, and I may need a second before we move to that. The next part of my question, can the Office of Board Governance just for the listening audience share the number of constituent communications that we've received and whether they support or are opposed to extending this contract?
Madam President, Director O'Halloran, we received 15 public comments, all in support of the contract.
Thank you. Okay, do we have a second for the motion?
I'll second Director O'Halloran's motion.
Director Ferguson seconds. Is there any further discussion? Okay, will the secretary please call the roll?
On Director O'Halloran's motion to approve the city year contract as attached to the August 28th, 2025 agenda, Director Ferguson.
Aye.
Director Fonz.
No.
Director Herndon.
Aye.
Director Jackson. Director Jackson still.
Director Jackson.
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Director O'Halloran.
On mute, Director
You're on mute.
O'Halloran.
Thank you. I was trying to get the button up. Aye.
Aye. Director Reza.
Aye.
Director Simpson.
Aye.
Director Vinoy.
Aye.
And President Zambor.
Aye.
That's 8 ayes. The motion passes.
Okay. Sorry. We're out of practice with virtual with the
I don't know
Office
how you
of
did this.
Seriously.
the special meeting of the Milwaukee Board of School Directors. Oh, I'm sorry. If there's no further okay. The script is different when it's on a screen. Madam Secretary, is there any further business before the board?
This was the only item on tonight's agenda.
Thank you. On behalf of the board, I would like to wish everyone in the listening audience a safe and relaxing Labor Day weekend, and to all of our students and staff, a wonderful first day of school. With no further business before us, this meeting is adjourned.
Thank you. All the
Thank you.
staff.